Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I'm here to talk about Soapy perfumes. So one of you commented and asked if I could do this video, which I was really excited about because I haven't seen this done a lot. I can't remember how many I pulled from my collection, but it's somewhere between 10 and 12 fragrances, so I'm just going to jump right in and share them with you. So the first one that I have to talk about is Versace Versense. So this is a gorgeous, fresh, very soapy fragrance, but it's soapy in a clean white t-shirt, like you just got out of the shower and used like Dove soap. You know, it doesn't smell like Dove soap, but like you used a beautiful white soap bar to get clean with, and like you just smell like that. To me, this one would be very, very unisex. Like I feel like a man could just as easily wear this as a woman. Though I do think that this one is marketed more towards women, but it's gorgeous. Just a beautiful, fresh, crisp, slightly green, soapy scent. So, Versense is bergamot, green mandarin, fig zest, sea lily, which I'm not sure what sea lily is. This is the only perfume I think I've ever seen that note in. Jasmine, cardamom, sandalwood, cedar, olive wood, and musk. It's gorgeous. I love this. This was like a TJ Maxx find for me, and I found it on clearance for so inexpensive, and I'm so glad I did because I love this. This is such a gem of a fragrance. So anyways, that one is Versace Versense. The next one I have to talk about is a celebrity fragrance, and I have to admit to you guys, I've never even worn this one, and I don't know why because it's beautiful. This is Britney Spears' Curious, and to me, this is like a soft, slightly powdery, and a little bit sweet, soapy fragrance. This definitely smells like one of those, you know, like little hand soaps that you would find in a guest bathroom or something. That's what this reminds me of. Something a little bit sweet, maybe just a tiny bit like fruity or tart smelling, but like soap nonetheless. It smells really, really nice. I really need to wear this one. This is just one of those fragrances that I purchased in a bundle, and I was only purchasing that bundle for a partial bottle of Dior Addict. It was like the newer version of Dior Addict, and I only have the first version of Dior Addict. So I wanted that, and this came in the bundle with it, along with a bunch of other fragrances, and so I've just never worn it, and I need to because it's really, really pretty. So, Curious is lotus, pear, magnolia, tuberose, jasmine, cyclamen, musk, and vanilla, and woods. And it's really beautiful. Sorry, if I sound a little bit out of breath, it is because I am. I was just outside, like running around with the dog, so I'm a little bit out of breath still. I came straight in and started filming, and I'm just like a little bit out of breath. Plus, it has been a super fun morning. So this rental house that we're in, the plumbing has been, I'm sorry, I'm going to break off into this little bit of story time here. The plumbing in this house has been very, like, I don't know, weird. We've had issues with draining and things, and it's an older house and the plumbing is older. And so a few days ago, like the tub has always drained really, really slowly, and when we first moved in, we had to replace the toilet and do all this stuff. Well, just recently the tub literally stopped draining. Like the water will not drain in the bathtub at all. We're having to go to our parents at this point to shower and stuff. And so we're dealing with the landlord, and he's wonderful, by the way, thank goodness, but we had to call a plumber out this morning because we literally cannot. We've tried snaking the drain, we've tried Drano, we have tried literally everything, like one of those attachments that you put on the end of a hose and snake it down in there, and you're supposed to like blast water in and it's supposed to clear clog. Like nothing is working at this point. So they call a plumber, or we call a plumber out this morning, and he goes down there and he was like, this is a hot mess. Like he could not get his electric snake to make it through there. He said all of it's like this old galvanized plumbing. It's all like rotted out. It's at this point rusted up completely, which is why it won't drain. It's just been such a nightmare, and so I just got done with that, dealing with that as well. So anyways, it's been a fun day for me, to say the least. let's get back to perfume. So the next fragrance I have to talk about is Clean Skin, and this is from Klein. So this is, I just have a little baby roller ball. I got this, I think, in some kind of a kit at some point from Ulta, but I've only got maybe a third of a little bottle left, and ooh, I just got my nose. This is beautiful. This is like a warm skin scent. It is like slightly sweet and skin smelling, and it's just like the perfect, soft, musky, soapy scent. Oh, it's really beautiful. There are really no notes listed for this one except for florals and musks, so I'm not sure what combination of those is in this, but that was all I could find on it. But it is just a really beautiful, very warm, skin-like smelling soapy perfume, like clean skin, warm clean skin with warm, like clean laundry that you could just put on top of it. It's just really, really pretty. So again, that is Clean Skin from Klein. The next one I have to talk about is an oldie but a goodie. This is like the original soapy scent for me that I remember, because I remember when this came out and everybody and their mother wore it. This is CK One from Calvin Klein. So this has a boatload of notes in it. Like so many notes that make up this really clean, beautiful, soapy smelling, like perfect white t-shirt fragrance. It really is perfectly unisex. It's just beautiful. But like I say, it has a ton of notes in it. So it has got pineapple, green notes, mandarin orange, papaya, bergamot, cardamom, lemon, nutmeg, violet, orris root, jasmine, lily of the valley, rose, freesia, sandalwood, amber, musk, cedar, oak moss, green tea, and green accord. This is like the perfect spray and go perfume, or fragrance I should say, because it's definitely, like I say, very unisex. Very clean smelling, very just out of the shower, clean, soapy, lovely, just perfect fragrance in my opinion. It's definitely stood the test of time. I just wish that it lasted longer than it does, because it has been reformulated. It still smells exactly the same, but it does not perform exactly the same. So anyways, that one is CK One by Calvin Klein. A lot of these that I have are minis for some reason. The next one is another mini, and I'm glad I only purchased a mini in this, because oftentimes if I can find these in a mini size and test them before I splurge on a big bottle, it saves me money, because a lot of times if something just doesn't last on my skin, and this one is a really bad one for as far as performance goes, then I'm usually pretty happy that I didn't purchase an entire bottle of it. But this is sorry, I'm blabbing. This is Cologne by Mugler. So this is a beautiful, beautiful, clean, clean, slightly green. This one's a little bit sweet. This is kind of like a, I mean, cologne is like the perfect name for it, and that's really all it's called, is cologne. Oh, it's so gorgeous. But this one, I'm going to put a little bit on here, does not last on my skin for anything. Yeah, this one is soapy, but it's a green soapy fragrance. Oh, it's beautiful. It's crisp, it's green, it's light, it's clean, and it's soapy. This is another one that is perfectly unisex as well. So cologne is bergamot, neroli, petitgrain, and then it just said S, a capital S, because it's like this secret molecule that forms the base of the perfume, but it's a secret. None of us can know. So it just says S, it's a secret molecule. And musk. It smells beautiful. It reminds me of something else that I have though. I'll remember it maybe by the end of this video, and I'll let you know. It reminds me of something though. Something that I already have in my collection. And probably is something that lasts a lot longer than this. So anyways, sorry, that is Cologne by Mugler. The next one that I have to share with you is one that I found at Ulta, and I got 2 of these. These are just, these are like pen sprays, and unfortunately I cannot find anything about these anywhere. I'm not sure if they're still available. I imagine that you can still buy these somewhere, but you would just have to kind of like search. I'm wondering if maybe Mr. Bubble has like their own website and maybe they sell it on their own website. That's my best guess as to where you could probably still find these. But with that being said, this is called Just a Spritz Fragrance Mist. This is Luxe by Mr. Bubble, and it is in the fragrance Original Bubble. And this literally smells exactly like Mr. Bubble. If you guys remember what Mr. Bubble smelled like when you were a kid, this is it. It's beautiful. It's a little bit bubblegummy. It's like a bubblegummy, sweet, soft, soapy fragrance. Smells exactly like Mr. Bubble. So anyways, that is Original Bubble from Luxe by Mr. Bubble. The next one that I want to talk about, this is another mini. This is Miracle by Lancome. So to me, this is a soapy floral fragrance. And I do have quite a few soapy florals in my collection. I just didn't want to include an entire, like a whole bunch of them. I could probably do a separate video just on soapy florals if anybody is interested in that. But this is beautiful. This is like a soapy floral. This came out in the 2000s and it smells very much like the 2000s. It's clean and fresh. It's one of those like white t-shirt fragrances. Something that just is going to smell beautiful. You're going to smell clean. It's a little bit floral, but not like overpowering. But it's a beautiful, light, clean, soapy floral fragrance. So Miracle is lychee, magnolia, jasmine, ginger, pepper, musk, and amber. And you will see the common denominator in most of these fragrances is musk. So the musk paired with a lot of the other notes that are in these fragrances are, I believe, what is giving it that kind of soapy, soapiness. I should say, soapiness. So anyways, that is Miracle from Lancome. Okay, the next one is like a very, very iconic, decidedly soapy fragrance. This is one that people either very much love or very much hate. I am in the camp of very much liking this fragrance. This is Glow by Jlo. So a lot of people feel like this smells like hairspray, and it really does when you smell it out of the bottle, and when you first spray it, the initial spray is very much like hairspray when you first spray it, but this is one of those that, in fact, I'm going to spray it on one of my wrists. This is one that the magic happens on the skin in the dry down. It's very, it's like a powdery, like a soapy, powdery, musky fragrance. It's clean smelling. It's, like I say, a little bit sweet. This one is a little bit more perfumey than the others in this list. In fact, this might be the most, well, yeah, this is one of the more perfumey fragrances in this list. But as soon as it starts to dry down on the skin, it becomes so beautiful. It's like I say, it's powdery, it's soapy, it's musky, it smells like clean skin, but kind of like the clean skin fragrance. It's more of like a warm clean skin, like a warm cottony, detergenty kind of soapy fragrance. So Glow is neroli, pink grapefruit, rose, sandalwood, amber, musk, jasmine, iris, and vanilla. I do get a lot of the rose in this one, so it is a soapy rose fragrance, really. Like, on my skin, that's what I smell the most prominently, is the rose, and it really does smell like a soapy rose fragrance. I really love it. I think it's really beautiful. I think it smells very clean and lovely smelling, but again, a lot of people don't enjoy this one, but that is Glow by Jlo. The next one is one that I often just associate this one with roses because it is a very rose heavy perfume, but it is also a very, very soapy rose, and I really, so this one that we're talking about is Chloe from Chloe, and this is just the original new version of Chloe, not the old version. This is, because there are many flankers of this now, but this is the original new version of Chloe, and this is a very, very soapy rose fragrance. It's gorgeous. This is like fresh and clean and crisp, like wet rose petals, but soaking in like a bowl of soapy water. This is another one that people either really love or really hate. I have always really, really loved this fragrance. This is my second bottle of this, and I really enjoy this, but I do get kind of mixed reactions from people when I wear it. Some people think I smell really good, some people really don't like it, but I really love this one. So Chloe is lychee, peony, freesia, rose, lily of the valley, magnolia, amber, and cedar. It's a beautiful, beautiful soapy rose. So again, that is Chloe from Chloe. The next one we have to talk about is a beautiful, sweet, soapy fragrance, and that is Ralph from Ralph Lauren. And that's exactly what this smells like. It smells like a very sweet, soapy, clean fragrance. I have loved this from the minute it hit the market. It's just a beautiful, warm, sweet, soapy fragrance. Ralph is osmanthus, apple leaf, mandarin, magnolia, baronia, which is a note that I have come to adore. If I see baronia listed in a fragrance, I know I'm gonna love it because I love the scent of it. There is a fragrance by a niche house called Grandiflora, I believe, and it is called just baronia, and I want it so badly because I think it's going to be stunning. But anyways, back to Ralph. So baronia, freesia, musk, and iris. And like I say, this one doesn't smell overly floral. It just smells like a very beautiful, sweet, soapy, clean fragrance. Gorgeous. So again, that is Ralph from Ralph Lauren. Next one that I have to talk about is one that I've had my eyes on these for a long time because these have been very popular in the fragrance community. I just never really went out of my way to purchase them because I knew there were there are so many different versions of this fragrance on the market at this point that I was confused. I didn't know which one was the best or which one I wanted. And then my friend Jennifer sent me over a sample of the original formulation of this fragrance. And from that time on, I knew that I wanted to dive down this rabbit hole that is Dolce and Gabbana Red Cap. So this is the version, so Jennifer sent me the original made in Italy formulation of Red Cap, and when I sprayed that on my skin, I was in heaven. That original formulation dried down to the most beautiful, like sweet, incensey fragrance on my skin, and it was gorgeous. So then I came across this partial bottle on Mercari. It was like 15 bucks or something. It was so inexpensive. But this is the newer formulation that is the made in Germany formulation. And I really wanted to get my hands on this one as well because I knew that it smelled different, and it definitely does. I have since bought a bottle of the Made in Italy original formulation because I love it, but this one is beautiful. This is like an aldehydic, soapy, clean fragrance on my skin. This is the newer formulation. And it smells like the most beautiful, aldehydic, soapy. There's a little bit of incense going on to me in this one as well, though I don't think incense is in this at all. Yeah, it's not, but I love this fragrance, and I typically don't love aldehydes. Aldehydes are not my favorite thing in the world to smell. I just don't enjoy it. It smells very sharp and synthetic to me normally. I don't love Chanel No. 5. I don't love even in modern perfumery, like new perfumes, that are coming out that aldehydes is listed as one of the notes in, I typically just steer clear of it because I don't love aldehydes. But there is something so gorgeous about this fragrance. So, Dolce and Gabbana, this is mandarin, bergamot, basil, aldehydes, jasmine, carnation, orange blossom, lily, sandalwood, vanilla, tonka, and musk. And it's the most beautiful, like, warm, soapy fragrance, if that makes any sense. It's clean smelling. This one dries down on my skin to become something very soapy, but it's a warm, soapy fragrance. It's just gorgeous. It's a little bit powdery. It smells so, so good with my chemistry. So anyways, I've rambled about this one for so long and I'm gonna quit. So this is Dolce & Gabbana Red Cap, and this is the Made in Germany formulation. Okay, the next one I have to talk about is one that I have not worn a whole ton of, but it is a very soapy fragrance. This is Violet Eyes by Elizabeth Taylor. And this is a very soapy floral. This is gorgeous. This reminds me of something else too. See, that Mugler Cologne that I put on my hand is already completely gone. Like, I can't smell it at all anymore. It's so sad because it's beautiful. It just doesn't last at all. But Violet Eyes, this is a beautiful soapy floral. This reminds me a little bit of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Like, it's got that kind of clean, musky, kind of soapy thing going on. I should have included, I've got a ton of the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Like, I don't have the original one, but I've got a ton of the flankers, and Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is a very soapy fragrance to my nose as well, and definitely on my skin. But yeah, I've got a bunch of flankers and they're all pretty soapy. But this reminds me of that. It's in that kind of family where it's just bright and clean and fresh smelling, but soapy. So, Violet Eyes is peach, jasmine, rose, peony, amber, and cedar. This one does not have any musk in it, but something about the combination of notes in here is very, very soapy. It's just clean, very well blended. Nothing's, like, you can't smell any one particular note. It's just a beautiful, clean, light, soapy fragrance, and in the vein of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. So again, that is Violet Eyes from Elizabeth Taylor. And then the last fragrance I have to talk about is Haiku from Avon. This is a very, very soapy, fresh, clean smelling fragrance. This one doesn't last very long on my skin, but it is one of those fragrances that I love to spray on when I get out of the shower because it just kind of enhances that very clean, light, fresh smell without smelling super perfumey. So Haiku is Japanese citruses, which I'm guessing is like yuzu, pomegranate, lily of the valley, jasmine, sandalwood, musk, and vanilla. It's beautiful. I love this fragrance. This one is a little bit more woody than the other ones, but still very beautiful nonetheless. Dries down on the skin to smell like just clean, warm skin. It's just gorgeous. So again, that is Haiku from Avon. And like I say, I have a ton of soapy fragrances in my collection. I could probably do an entire video just on soapy florals, but I'm gonna leave it at that because that was a manageable number. Okay, so let's talk about what is on my eyes and on my lips today. On my eyes, I've got this is my palette that I put together myself with Coastal Scents shadows. So I try to hit up Coastal Scents when they do the Hot Pot sale, or is that what they're called? Hot Pots? I think so. And they are 99 cents a piece, which is what I built this palette during one of those 99-cent sales. I love Coastal Scent shadows. They are old school. Like, I know that they're super old school from like way back when, you know, when YouTube beauty gurus first started making videos, but these are such good shadows, and I've just got mostly these pinks on my eyes. Just really, really gorgeous. I love my Coastal Scent shadows, and I love my little palette that I put together. So that is what I've got on my eyes. And then on my lips, I've got this I Heart Revolution Vinyl Cherry. This is like a liquid lipstick, and it is in the shade Cherry Bakewell, which is just kind of a cool toned, like mauve-y color, but I really, really enjoy this. I love this formula. This is one of those that when you wipe it off, it's still like your lips feel conditioned and just really nice. So yeah, I love this. I've been wearing the heck out of it, but just a really nice formulation. So anyways, guys, let me know if you have any requests in the comments down below. I would love to get some more requested videos, because I've got a ton of videos that I want to do, but I love doing subscriber requested videos the most, and you guys always have the best ideas. I also wanted to just take a second to thank you all so much for being so kind and so positive and just so lovely in the comment section. I have been hearing from a lot of other YouTubers, and a lot of YouTubers on Instagram have really been complaining a lot about that they're getting a lot of hate, they're getting a lot of negativity in their comment section these days, and that, it just makes me so sad. And you know, every time I see that, I'm like, wow, it's been the opposite for me. Like, I've been getting less hateful comments, and like, I really haven't been getting any hateful comments recently. And I have the best group of, you guys are all the best anyways. Like, I feel like I have the best group of subscribers anyways. You guys are all so beautiful and lovely and down to earth and just kind and sweet. And so I just wanted to thank you guys really quickly for being so lovely. And I know that we're all really stressed out, and this has just not been the funnest time in the world for most of us, but you guys have really kept your heads up and have just been so lovely to be with through this. So just thank you so much for all the love and positivity and kindness that you guys have been showing recently. It's just made such a huge difference, and it makes me want to keep, you know, making videos and being here on YouTube. So anyways, with that being said, I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of spiel with you again. I just am going to sign off and say I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.